All right, talking about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, we have a date confirmed for DLC 5 that it's going to be August 17th, and it's going to focus on the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament, which if you followed the Dragon Ball story arc, I believe that anime ran in the early 90s, if I remember correctly. That was the story of Goku from a child all the way up to a young adult. And the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournament was his big fight with King Piccolo.
Ooh.
And spoiler alert, that's when he spewed out an egg, which was Piccolo, and then he became King Kami.
God.
Or was that the king? No, because he was
So it was.
he was an overseer for the Earth.
Yeah. So.
Well,
Yeah.
we don't have to get into the whole thing.
Listen, Kami's the protector of Earth. He's
Protector. That's the word I was trying to think of. Protector.
I think Guardian's actually, if you want to get technical, it's Guardian of the Earth, but same how different dress.
But this DLC will introduce a unique ground battle mode with different gameplay mechanics, including a 10 count for knockdowns and an instant victory by knocking your opponent out of the arena, which is something we see a lot of in the Dragon Ball arc. Everything turns into a tournament. Yeah. So we had some pretty good fights. We had his Goku versus Tien, Goku and King Piccolo at the time, along with several others, but it's kind of escaping my head right now. Like I said, August 17th for that. Now I'm really going to consider buying the season 2 or the season pass for part 2 of their DLCs. I was struggling on how to word all that. But there was also another leak suggesting that the next DLC to close out the second part,
which is cool.
Yeah, which is dubbed the Peaceful World Saga, which kicks off Dragon Ball Super.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings this whole thing into a weird circle because the first DLC add-on for Kakarot is Lord Beerus, you going to Lord Beerus's world and training there, which is, like I said, it's a weird circle because it's not halfway. Well, I don't even say it's halfway through the Peaceful World arc.
You say you just started Super, right?
Yeah.
So you'll eventually. That's funny you mentioned because you'll eventually get to Beerus's world in the anime.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, in Kakarot, you go to Beerus's world before the piece before.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's this whole weird circle.
Okay.
Oh, it says it down. We pulled this article from, it says MSN, but they pulled it from Game Rant. With this DLC focusing on Dragon Ball's World Martial Arts Tournament, it will feature all the battles that take place at the event, which includes the final battle between Goku and the Demon King Piccolo. This expansion can be considered a prequel to Kakarot itself, as it has iconic moments like the very first time audiences saw Goku grow from a young child into a young man. Yeah, and then they put out a nice little poster here, which I can't even see my mouse. But yeah, August 17th. And we got it down here. TN will also be playable in the World Martial Arts Tournament.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. And then they go on to talk a little bit here about the Peaceful World Saga, which takes place after the Buu Saga. It will be somewhat appropriate after releasing a DLC that focuses on the 23rd World Martial Arts Tournaments. Fans will just need to wait and see more news. So yeah, I had to get that. I saw this when I was looking up stories. I was like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta talk about it.
It's on my list still to get Kakarot because it's story related. It's not just random like the other ones were. So I'm actually interested in playing story. So I like story.
I see. Like I'm a little. I am a little surprised that this game sold a lot better than it did because I think this is now like the 12th game that follows the same story arc.
But they give you more immersion, not just fight you, like the previous ones.
Yeah, like I think it's the Tenkaichi games. Like it just does like overworld story that.
Too.
Yeah,
like the first few ones on PS2. Like they're just mostly fighting, not really story. They're story, but not story.
well, it's just kind of like overworld thing, and then it drops you into a battle. So, but yeah, August 17th, I'll definitely be picking it up. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab it because, well, the Bardock saga was part 1 of the season pass 2 or DLC 2. So, I'm gonna grab it, Steve. I know you're thinking about it. You got a lot more important things to deal with.
It's on the list, though.
Let us know if you're going to grab it, what you think of this game, if you playing it or not, because like I said, this is like the 12th retelling of the same storyline. So